Today we're making a beer braised beef brisket with lager. That is a tongue twister. Here's a list of the ingredients that we're using today. You can pick them all up at your local Meijer. First thing we need to do for our beef brisket is create a rub. Got paprika, fresh pressed garlic, brown sugar, fresh ground pepper, ground mustard, cumin, cayenne pepper, and salt. So next we're gonna mix up our rub all together, and I'm gonna be careful to break up these big chunks of brown sugar. We're gonna rub this on our brisket. So I'm starting with the top, and I'm just gonna rub it into the meat. I'm trying to use just about half the rub, so it's gonna give you a nice kind of even coating here on the brisket. Flipping it over, and again, just rubbing this into the meat. I'm even trying to get some on the edges too. We're looking for a combination of sweetness with the brown sugar that's gonna caramelize nicely on the top of the brisket, as well as heat from the cayenne, some smokiness even from the paprika. The brisket is a flat brisket. There's a couple different kinds. This particular kind is gonna roast easiest and most evenly in your oven. We do want to roast this with the fat side up. I'm going to go ahead and cover it with plastic wrap and put that in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So it's been 24 hours. I pulled the roast out about an hour ago just to let it get up to room temperature before I put it in the oven. We've selected a lager for this particular recipe. What it's going to do is keep the roast nice and moist while imparting some of that great beer flavor. Around but not on top is important. It helps keep that nice crust on the top of it. Now that the braising liquid is in there, I'm going to go ahead and cover this back up with foil. As it cooks, the beer is going to braise the meat, keep it nice and tender and moist. About half an hour ago, we pulled our brisket out of the oven. It cooked for about 3 hours at 350. Resting the meat's going to help keep the juices inside of it and make it easier to handle while you're slicing it. Since brisket is a tougher cut of meat, even though we've braised it and taken care to make it as tender as we can, you still want to cut it across the grain to help make it easier to eat as well. And that is how you make beer braised beef brisket with lager.